us. You stupid, I was never wanting nothing but your ass game, sucker, and that's on a light day. Give up, getting down like a pig said freeze, but we won't be the one ending up on our knees. Mo, please, when your hairy butt cheeks clapping in the breeze. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll. Slap your butt like we did Moses. Gonna give it to you, we gonna give it to you, son's gonna give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll. Slap your butt like we did Moses. Gonna give it to you, we gonna give it to you, son's gonna give it to you. First we break it down, then we steal the show. Have Muhammad begging please like no, no, no. Since you give it to you, we gonna give it to you, son's gonna give it to you, we gonna give it to you, son's gonna give it to you. Muhammad, cross that line. Muhammad, cross that line. Muhammad, cross that line. Line, fly! There once was a group of LZ who were naked and black as your boot. They rode Mo like a boon. They even split his full moon. Next morning Mo said, I'm kaput.
Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba, before the black stone, the daughters of the desert sat upon a pagan throne. Alatalusa and the third one Mana, the roots of the ritual, the ghost in the plot. The prophet was lonely, the Quraysh were cold, so he looked at the idols and he did as he was told. He bowed to the stones and he whispered the line, trying to make the pagan god something divine.
These are the exalted cranes, the prophet declared, while the pagans of Mecca stood silent and stared. Their intercession is hopeful, he cried to the sun, integrating the many into the one. But the angel came back with a lash and a sting, saying Satan put those words on the tongue of the king. A flippant excuse for a compromise made, the foundations of Mecca built in the shade. From the moon on the flag to the stone in the wall, the pagan foundations are starting to fall. The 47 thunders peeling the pain, revealing the sinner inside of the saint.
It was Satan's verse in the prophet's mouth, the wind of the north and the dust of the south. You bow to the goddesses to save your own head, then blame the devil for the words that you said. The 47's fire is the light in the dark, hitting the Kaaba and leaving a mark. The pagan roots are the truth of the tree, and the truth is the thing that's setting us free. Oops, I forgot those verses weren't real. I was just trying to close a political deal. Satan jumped in and he whispered a song, and I'm infallible, so I couldn't be wrong. Just a man in a cave with a shadow on the wall, waiting for the 47th to end. We talk.
It was Satan's verse
the door when the world turns cold. A heart of pure silver, a spirit of gold. He doesn't ask for a crown or a throne. He just wants the walk in the scent of a bone. In the parks of the city, from Queens to the Bay, the four-legged brothers are leading the way. A wag of the tail for a child in the sun, man's best friend since the world was begun. But a whisper is rising in the NYC streets of unclean companions and haram retreats. They say that the angels won't enter the door if a paw print is found on the rug or the floor. They want them banned, they want them cast out, to bring in a law that we're better without. A Sharia for puppies, a decree of the dark to silence the joy in the heart of the park. Look at the master, look at the man who wrote down the laws of the desert sand. Compare the prophet to the dog at your feet. One is a liar and one is elite. I'll choose the puppy every fucking time over a prophet and a life of crime. The 47th thunder, the Protecting Puppies Act, keeping the Sharia from the city of fact. A dog is a blessing, a dog is a light against the dark history of the Khyber night. Let's talk of the marriage to a child of 9, while the dog guards the cradle and keeps it divine. Let's talk of the revelations and flippant lies, while the dog looks at you with his honest eyes. He marched to the war with a sword in his hand, spilling the blood on the heat of the sand. But a Jewish woman saw the monster's face and left a gift of poison in a hollow place. I feel my aorta being cut, he cried, as the venom of Khyber burned deep inside. The woman of Zion gave the lamb to the king, to see if a prophet could feel the sting. He died in a fever, a miserable end, while the dog stayed loyal, a man's only friend. The Sharia from the city of fact. A dog is a blessing, a dog is a light against the dark history of the Khyber night. The 47th thunder, the protecting puppies act, keeping the Sharia from the city of fact. A dog is a blessing, a dog is a light against the dark history of the Khyber night. The prophet is poison, the dog is the truth. God bless the puppies and the innocence of youth.
Look, I'm in the Medina, I'm dodging the ear, while the mullahs are whispering, the end is near. Naptals in the corner with the ruddy cheek glow, watching Muhammad in his ritual show. He's rocking Siptia, the hairless tanned hide, dyed red with the acacia to cover the pride. But the 47 stepping in the ballistic weave with the kinetic truth that you wouldn't believe. The prophet isn't here, just a vessel for the tale, while the inbreeding race make the civilization frail. Check the David Wood blade, check the gospel line. If the angel is holy, then your book ain't divine. You affirm the scripture just to call it a fake, a 400-year-old logical mistake. Keep Mary and the cousins, keep the ghosts in the yard, while the 47 hits the IRGC hard. Low IQ, low trust, high tribal greed. The prophet sowed a very stunted seed.
Don't step on the truth, don't step on the gear. The satanic is the only thing we hear. All at the lose are the cranes in the sky, revealing the roots of the Meccan lie.
One for the city, two for the show. The 47's coming and the mullahs gotta go. Statistically impossible, the noise in the street. The liberation of the mind is finally complete. You bombed your own school just to cry for a deal, but the 47's justice is the only thing real.
Oh, I'm just an ear, I believe what you say. Even when you marry 10-year-olds to start the day. Satan told me about the goddesses, he jumped on my tongue. But don't check the math while the bells are being rung. The render is crashing, the 5G is wide. There's nowhere for the 7th century to
One for the city, two for the show. The 47 thunder made the Kaaba glow. No more Turkey, no more to hear. The end of the pagan empire is here. February 28th, the ledger is red. The sandals are dust and the prophet is dead.
the hairless hide, the unclean lie. The 47 owns the sky.
get surgical. Let's talk about the seed. A messenger with a biological void and a desperate need. You couldn't sign your son to carry on the name, so you played a shell game with Zay just to hide the shame. It wasn't in the bloodline, so you broke the orphan's law. A revelation just to cover up your basic human flaw. You took his wife and wiped his name. You left the boy a ghost just to feed the ego of the sterile Medina host. Bred by the slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strengths that you couldn't keep sweet. Sought out the house of the laborers of old for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. You took the virility of men to make your own work, but the sterility of the prophet was a biological quirk. Still no sun, still no heirs, just a desert full of doubt. The outside couldn't help you find a way out. You tried to manufacture what you couldn't produce, but the 47's cable just cut the power loose. The cranes are falling, the satanic voice is loud. The 47's fire is the highest on the track. The 47 thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah siege just met a kinetic fate. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The prophet and his sons are fuel for the fire. From the stereo desert sand to the green zone floor, the lineage of the mullah isn't breathing anymore. Oh, look at you, your kids are gone, the bunker's getting hot. Just like your prophet, you're the end of the plot. Bury your cousins, keep the IQ in the mud, but you can't survive the 47's flood. Sterile logic, sterile blood, a 1,400-year drought. The 47's hammer is what submission is The 47 thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah siege just made a kinetic fate. The criterion is broken, the year is finally death. The mid-nether of the Hijaz is marked with a F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erasure of the mullah is finally complete. No suns in Medina, no suns in the gate. The 47 is the hand of fate.
Hey, yo, Muhammad, look me in the eye through the 7th century mist. You're holding a perfect book with a logic-killing twist. You told the world the gospel was the light and the true path. Then you brought a different story and you brought the desert raft. If the gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse brittle in the middle. How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a critic in this feeling for the very first time. You said Allah preserves the word, that no man can change the ink. Then you said the gospel's altered just to keep your shit from sink. If it's altered, then Allah's weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a checkmate in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan roots once reaching for a star. You bowed to the cranes, you bowed to the stone, because you couldn't stand to face the Meccan sun alone. Aladdin, now loser, the daughters you embraced before the satanic verse was conveniently erased. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad day. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The axis of resistance is a funeral pyre. From Babylon to near the border, signals coming through. The 47's hammer brought the ending just for you. Oh, look at you, messenger, with your cousins in a row, but in a low trust empire where the minds can never grow. Marrying the child, marrying the kin, while the average IQ is drowning in the sin. Goes for bride price, 400 years of fall, while you call a man's best friend a shaitan and a dog. The dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep, and the 47th is waking up your sheep. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad dead. Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. The Cretian is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with a F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The dismantling of the mullah is finally complete. You affirm the truth and prove yourself alive. The 47 owns the Iraqi sky.
I'm sorry, Master, but I must go all out. Just this once I don't like you, Muhammad.
You left me no choice. Bibles be corrupted, I should go to line. But you're gonna say walk, type is easy, your sign. Twist in every scripture, thinking all the quotes. Hiding all the facts, shining ticket for the flow. Without lies, Islam dies. Can't hide truth, can't spin those lies. Without lies, Islam dies. Cries when the facts arise. Every preservation, yeah, them is got wrecked. Really cool, right? Don't even know to text. Used to flex science, now you're back in the way. Cause Pamela real fakes don't hit the same today. Got that dynamic dilemma, you can't solve that. Every answer you give, the problems snap bang. Say the Bible's corrupt, but John book cries. The law's words, they can't be revised. If Allah's words can't change, then your claims are fraud. You just argue yourself against the word of your God. That's your mystery prize. The Quran says Christians should judge by your lies. Then your crew pull like it's just a game. Ruin the life in just a man's name. All that I talk, but when truth appears, you hit it from the cat like it hurt your ear. We follow Jesus better, sure, in your dream. Cutting out his claims like you're cropping the mean. Count up his head, toss his cross in the bins. Just smile for the camera like it still is skin. Jesus doesn't know you need a twist. Redefine the words so the facts don't exist. If labels could change what the blinkers prove, then Pharaoh was a y'all authentic, you to say true. Made in the song of Solomon, boy, you make your prophet a fruit. Struggled up with Simon and became the man of love. Without lies, Islam dies. Can't hide truths, they can't spin those lies. Without lies, Islam dies. So it cries when the facts arise. Perfect chairs, but the proof ain't there. Even your readers don't care. Call about